Yes, man. Another episode. I think I'm gonna start doing daily episodes now. Somehow, some way, I'm going to figure that out. Um, all right, my bad. Somebody gave me a call. I was unfocused. So listen, guys, we're gonna be doing a series of videos covering the whole situation, covering Anton Daniels and the lawsuit that his wife, not him, because everybody keeps saying it's his lawsuit. But I'm gonna speak in factual terms. Is his wife lawsuit and his daughter's lawsuit against Corey Holcomb. Now, obviously, Anton played a role in all of this, but I'm just going to go over what I've seen everybody else saying first, out of curiosity. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna go over what they're saying first and see what everybody got to say. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to structure the show, bro. Like I'm rebranding this new channel and doing everything so differently. Some days I want to have panels and have people on. Other days I really just want to be up here by myself and only doing content. I'm so wishy-washy. Outside of having my wife on or somebody like that. But I'm so wishy-washy. I need to come up with an actual plan soon. All right. That way we can get more growth out of this and get more money out of this and more prosperity out of this. But first person I guess I'm going to start with is House of Hypocrites. House of Hypocrites. Everybody is so stoked about this Anton Daniels lawsuit. Better not lose, Anton. You can't lose, because they about to be on your ass, bro. I'm talking about completely on your ass. Let me see this. Let me take that real quick. And do this. And shout out to everybody tapping in and watching. So it's gonna be part one. Where first of all, let me go ahead and let me make this clear. I don't need a bum ass nigga like House of Hypocrites. All right. I have the full document myself. But as I said, I'm going to be doing reviews of individuals who think they know what the fuck they're talking about. And then we're going to be breaking everything down with facts. I'm taking my time with this. I'm not aligning it with, YouTube thing. I'm doing my own thing now. I literally run 5 different channels and it's so much work. So I don't play no more games, bro. I want to go directly into this House of Hypocrites video. Some of the stuff I agree with, some of the stuff I don't agree with. But first, let me go ahead and put this up first before I do anything else. The first thing I got to say is everything in this video is just for commentary. Nothing is factual. Nothing is beyond reasonable doubt. Everything is for commentary purposes or research purposes or purposes of scholarship, for purposes of criticism. We are using this under the fair use guidelines, not only the document from Anton's wife lawsuit, but also House of Hypocrites video. With that being said, let's go directly into it, man.
In malice in an effort to disparage plaintiff and damage her personal reputation and to subject her to ridicule among her friends and classmates in the viewing audience. So they saying Corey Holcomb did this so her friends can see it, so her classmates can see it. They're not going to take the position that he was doing these things to hurt the father. So they're trying to position it to make everything Corey Holcomb.
Let's skip the intro shit, bro. Let's get directly into it, bro.
Holcomb was doing. They not gonna say it, man. This smoke was for Anton Daniels. Nah, they not gonna say that.
So if the lawsuit, let me say this, on my opinion. If the lawsuit is for them, for Rita and for Leslie, and of course the lawsuit is going to be for them, it's not going to have Anton name in it. I think there's a reason why they don't want Anton name in it, because this lawsuit can personally affect Anton in a very damaging way. As I said earlier on Taz channel, I believe that Anton's daughter can be brought to the stand. I believe that if they ask her about the situation, about misogynistic slurs, about her being a lesbian, all this rest of this stuff, I believe when she gets to the stand and she's under oath, she's gonna break. She's gonna break. On top of that, they're gonna have to ask questions like, why would Corey Holcomb do this to you? Why, if he was victimizing you, what would be the purpose behind it? And she's gonna have to name her father. She's gonna have to say Anton Daniels was the reason why. We're only doing this video and we out of here.
We all remember when Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb broke the internet back in January, and it was a.
And like I said, I'm doing this in parts. This is part one. I'm doing multiple parts about this video, about this topic, not this video. Sorry, about this topic.
Point where Corey Holcomb started taking shots at his family. Anton Daniels was insinuating on the fact of he was going to sue Corey Holcomb. We thought he was just bullshit.
He going out like a real bussy boy. You wasn't thinking about your fam's welfare when you was wreaking all of that havoc last week. Your daughter should sue you. Well, stick around for the show. Stick around for the show.
I agree. I agree with that person who sent that super chat. Let me put this down. He says, you going out like a real bussy boy. You wasn't thinking about your fam's welfare when you was wreaking havoc all last week. Your daughter should sue you. I agree with Dub 14. That's a real nigga statement. When the courts ask, why was Anton's daughter under attack? She's going to have to say, I was under attack because my father got into a disagreement with Corey Holcomb. Anton's daughter is going to have to say, I got into a disagreement with Corey Holcomb. Sorry, my father, Anton Daniels, got into a disagreement with Corey Holcomb. And now they have this whole situation where he was basically going at my father and he used us as collateral damage. That's genuinely what happened. Let me go back to this. I'm gonna go full frame when I speak.
Not for this show, for a different type of show.
But I got the paperwork. The nigga actually suing Corey Holcomb. But the thing about it is, it's not Anton Daniels' name on this.
I say this is smarter house hypocrites. House hypocrites dressing up in a suit and tie and a little jacket. Very smart, very wise. Change the image.
Complaint. It's his daughter.
Also, House, I noticed that you finally got your lights and camera after I said that you didn't have lights and cameras. You finally got your shit together. I'm proud of you. Keep going.
By the way of the mother, right? And I think Anton Daniels was listening to the lead attorney because the lead attorney had broke everything down on what he should sue for. And I said the lead attorney was giving him gems. And I feel like he took the heed of his partner, the lead attorney, especially when Corey Holcomb and his attorney started going after the lead attorney. But let's get into the lawsuit.
House in order is crazy.
On February 26, 2026. Just so y'all know, this is his daughter. This is his wife. It's kind of interesting.
So somebody emailed you this. You didn't download it. See, somebody could just say mail. So somebody sent you this. See, I actually paid for mine and downloaded it. I paid for mine and downloaded it. Let's keep going though. What's up, King Picks?
that Anton Daniels don't appear on this lawsuit when we know you instructed your daughter and your wife to make this play, but you didn't want to seem like this lame.
That's an insinuation. We don't know if Anton instructed his wife and daughter to make this play. For all we know, Rita really felt disrespected. Leslie really felt disrespected. And because of that, they decided to make the play themselves. We don't know if Anton tried to convince them to make a play. That in itself is speculative.
Filing suit, so you put it on the hands of your wife and your daughter with some sucker shit. If my entire family has been attacked, why don't you attach your name to this as well to show that you're going through this particular stressful time with your wife and your daughter? Like, that was some suck ass lame shit.
I think mainly because he want to win. He know attaching his name is going to make the suit look bad. Attaching it to them will not. They was not there. They had no reason to be attacked. There's a plausible argument there, even though I feel like Anton is going to lose the case overall. Let's keep going.
I want to seem like, oh, I just think it was lame. So the daughter is actually suing, but the daughter and the wife is actually suing. But at the time she was 17 years old, so she would have needed her moms to, or her dad to file on her behalf. So it's a civil decision, and they suing for 7 different things. They are suing for 7 different things, and obviously they want some money behind this. I don't know why you want money when you said the nigga Corey Holcomb was broke. Obviously that was a lie. So
they say he was broke, and that was ad hominem, right? So I don't really want to show bro shit. Let me go put the paperwork up myself. It's certain stuff I want to go over myself any fucking way, and I don't really want to. Or do I want to hear bro really go over that shit? I kind of want to go over the 7 things myself. So let me go ahead and break that down. What's up, Kills? I do have the paperwork right here, as you guys can see. The actual document. All right, the actual document right here. All right. Mine wasn't sent in the mail. Mine is I actually downloaded from the actual attorney's website. As you can see. Okay. The actual website. They suing for defamation. They suing for false light. They suing for defamation of Leslie Daniels with respect of the t-shirt images. Defamation of Shareta Daniels with respect to the t-shirt images. Intentional infliction of emotional distress suffered by Leslie Daniels. Intentional infliction of emotional distress suffered by Shareta Daniels. Violation Code of California Civil Code Section 3344. And I don't see the 7th one. So I just see 6. I see 6 different, 6 different reasons. Right? Y'all let me know. I'm gonna make it bigger. I go over. You see it's right there. I don't see multiple different things. I see 6. All right, but we can go back to House of Hypocrites video. He claimed that it's 7. I ain't trying to beef with that nigga, so I don't even want it to look like that. Let's go.
They're suing Corey Holcomb, an individual, and they're suing the business, the 5150 show, the organization, right? And this is why I say the lead attorney had a lot to do with persuading goddamn Anton Daniels' wife and kids and himself to go after this suit, because he named a lot of these things that was in the lawsuit. Defamation, a false.
Well, he didn't make anything. He didn't make Corey Holcomb do those things. Corey Holcomb chose to retaliate. Anton didn't make Corey Holcomb go make the fucking t-shirts. He chose to retaliate. That's just the facts. And Corey, in typical Corey fashion, he went to the lowest of the lowest. And I don't blame Corey. I go to the lowest of the lowest too. I actually think that what Corey did was just war. Was it distasteful? Sure. But it was just, he was going at somebody who was going at him. Unfortunately, we don't get to make rules for that.
It's like defamation of Leslie details with respect to the t-shirt and images, right? We're gonna get to that. The t-shirt Can I scroll down? All right. The t-shirt and images is going to be at the, let me see. The t-shirt and images, right? And also, they talking about,
And this a thing though, right? Before bro show old girl face and shit. It's the thing about the whole lawsuit. That's the reason why I don't fuck with Anton brothers. Breezy was on there begging for Corey Holcomb attention. Corey Holcomb, I was the one who originally dropped the video. It was me, dog. It was Freezy, dog. It was me, dog. You feel me? At the end of the day, bro, y'all fucking with a nigga that y'all niece is apparently getting trauma from. I can't respect that, bro. That's some whole shit. Give a fuck about like Anton or not. Kill say, how you listen to House of Cards? I can't do it. I got it on 1.5, bro. I'm doing different video. I think I'm doing his today. I'm gonna do Cellulites the next day. I'm gonna do a few different content creators. I'm saying the fake Kevin Samuel suit. That's not Taylor. That nigga Kills in the chat going crazy. Hey, you know what? I dropped the link for a nigga like Kills. But if y'all come up, just make sure you only speak on a topic, please. You feel me? Let's keep going.
the t-shirt and images, right? And also, they talking about, we're going to get to it. And this ain't...
I'm going out tonight. I'm going to Chicago, so I got shit. I gotta leave this bitch around 10 o'clock. I got about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
This ain't no goddamn doxing. Don't say nothing about me showing. You showing the goddamn courts so we can show this motherfucker, man. She 18 at this point, I believe, so she's an adult. And I'm not going to defame her or talk about her. I'm just going to read what's in here. So they suing for 7 things. Defamation of Shareta Daniels on respect of the t-shirt images. Intentional infliction of emotional distress suffered by Leslie Daniels. We're going to get to that. Intentional infliction of emotional distress suffered by Shareta Daniels. Violation of California Code Section 3344.
Now let's get into that because I don't know what that is. What's up, kids? I want to make sure we have all the facts.
You already know. I'm gonna stay on topic.
Let me do this real quick, my brother. Then you got it.
Yes, sir.
Gemini, can you explain violation of California Civil Code Section 3344?
California Civil Code Section 3344 prohibits the unauthorized commercial use of a person's identity. To prove a violation, a plaintiff must show the defendant knowingly used their name, voice, signature, photograph, or likeness for advertising or selling products without prior consent. Key elements of a violation. Commercial purpose. The use must be...
So, if Corey Holcomb showed a picture of Anton Daniels' daughter on his stream, but did not make money off that picture, would that violate California Civil Code 3344?
It likely would not violate Section 3344 under California law.
If Anton Daniels' daughter picture or image wasn't specifically used, but Corey Holcomb took a black male and made 2 women on the side of him looking like monkeys, but did not show Anton Daniels' face and did not show Anton Daniels' wife or his daughter's face, would that violate California Civil Code Section 3344?
This scenario would almost certainly not violate California Civil Code Section 3344 for several reasons.
So when Anton Daniels is suing Corey Holcomb for violation of Civil Code Section 3344, defamation, and emotional distress, is it true or is it untrue that I believe he's going to lose this case because it actually doesn't fit under the violation, as you just said?
Whether he will lose is a matter of legal opinion, but your assessment aligns with several major legal hurdles he faces. To win a Section 3344 claim, Anton Daniels must prove Corey Holcomb used those images specifically to sell a product or service, not just for commentary or insults, which are generally protected as free speech. Furthermore, identification. If the faces were obscured or transformed as you described, proving they are readily identifiable is extremely difficult. Defamation. This requires proving a false statement of fact. Pure insults or roasting, are often legally classified as opinion, which isn't defamatory. Emotional distress. This has a very high bar. The conduct must be outrageous beyond the bounds of decency. In the world of internet feuds, courts often view this as part of the public discourse. While a lawsuit can be filed for any reason, winning requires meeting strict statutory definitions that don't seem to fit a stream focused on social commentary or personal beefs.
You got it, Kills.
Nah. Salute to the panel. Salute to you, bro. You know, you the demon. You feel me? But I'm the Grand Reaper, I think, though. At least a little bit. You feel me? But as me, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. He did put it on a shirt, and that was considered merchandise. You know what I'm saying? So as her being a minor, and for the legalities, I don't know how you say the word or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He made money off of selling the product, bro. As listening to the last ending of what you just put in, bro. He made money off of that. There's people that actually bought the product of the shirt, having a minor, you know what I'm saying, on the t-shirt, bro.
Okay. Let's see if I can find the shirt.
We're gonna get to that. The t-shirt. Can I scroll down? All right. The t-shirt, right? A false light. To go a lot, right? I do in a lot of these images.
All right. The t-shirt.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
You can't prove that that's Anton's daughter, bro. Based
on,
like Gemini just said, the images is obscure. That's like the photo of his daughter. That's not even the photo that was used, gang. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much over.
No, but when you read, bro, when you read the lawsuit, there's timestamps where he said out of Corey mouth when he was like, yo, I'm putting his wife and, you know what I mean, daughter on a t-shirt. There's timestamps where like he said it, you know what I mean? There's dates and timestamps, you know what I mean? So that's in the lawsuit too. Like everything that he said in that video in that moment, that's what Anton using. Like his word, like Corby's words is gonna hurt him. His words. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? His word is gonna bite him in a hiney. I'm gonna say hiney. I'm gonna use a New York word, hiney, and it's hiney. Cause he do got a civil suit. In my eyes, you know what I mean? He got a civil suit.
No, he definitely got a nice little suit on his hands. All right, let me get back to
got like a nice little piece of chains coming to. All right, buddy.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't think so.
Right. And also, they talking about we're gonna get to it. And this ain't no goddamn doxing. Don't say nothing about me showing the goddamn courts so we can show this motherfucker, man. She 18 at this point, I believe, so she's an adult. And I'm not going to defame her or talk about her. I'm just going to read what's in here. So they suing for 7 things: defamation of Shareta Daniels on respect of the t-shirt images, intentional infliction of emotional distress suffered by Leslie Daniels. We're going to get to that. Intentional infliction of emotional distress suffered by Shareta Daniels. Violation of California Code Section 3344. This is a code where they didn't ask for permission to post the picture of Leslie Daniels. We are going to get to that as well because the picture was already public. We're going to get to it, all right? And if any content creators want this particular document, I spent $90 to get this motherfucker, but y'all can email me at househypocrite@gmail. Y'all can get it from me, but you're going to have to cash at me like $10. You feel?
He lying, bro. He got it from the same place I got it from. It's free. You get a free trial for 21 days. And then that's pretty much it, bro.
That's
you
what
gotta
I'm
cash
saying.
at me $10 and I'll give it to you. This nigga straight cash.
A cash app on family though. Like even you ain't even that low. Like you go low, but you ain't be thirsty for no cash app like that. Offer somebody, come on, bro.
Nigga trying to get
a $20 cash.
Yeah, off of Anton's fucking wife and daughter lawsuit, bro.
That's low, bro. That's
You,
low.
you already
Even
clout
you
chasing
admitted
this
that.
nigga, bro.
Come
Damn.
on, man. That's low. That's low in this space, bro. Bruh, niggas ain't shit, bro. Come on, bro. You at least gotta admit that, bro.
Bro, I
How
got
low
all
can
three of
you
these
go,
channels
buddy?
monetized. I ain't even say shit about a Cash App yet. I'm just on here chilling.
That's a fact, yo. That's a fact.
Cause I'm not even, bro. Sometimes you can see I don't even want to do this shit. That's why I said I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna do this one video and I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Chicago tonight, bro. I
Already.
guess you can do.
Look at
But
that.
man, let's keep going because I don't think Anton gonna win. I got the actual documents myself. I will send it to
Oh,
anybody
okay.
for free.
See, look
Yeah,
at
I'm
that.
saying it's
And
not
you
that
a
deep.
whole demon. And you a whole demon, my nigga. And you like, I'll do it for free. You a whole demon.
Yeah, I give it to y'all for free, bro. Don't get this nigga no money, bro. Fuck that nigga.
Mm.
Or y'all can just take these screenshots that I'm going to show because I'm not going to show the entire thing. So this is the facts that
Hold on.
the Daniels.
Hold on. Is this why y'all niggas
Oh.
not doing the whole video? Is this why y'all
Mm.
niggas? Only person I seen reading the whole shit is Taz. This nigga just said he not reading the whole thing. Boy, you ain't got the whole thing. Let me show you,
Mm.
Kills. I
Mm.
sent God have the whole document, nigga.
I know. Nigga,
The
you
whole
got shit from
document, cuz.
2000 and you got shit from when you hit the internet, my nigga.
Bro, I got the
I
whole
trust your
document, bro.
I trust your receipts. I trust your receipt gang.
I got the whole shit.
I know.
If anybody want that bitch, I email it to you for the free ski. Just hit tap in my line, nigga. I even send it to my iPhone to make sure I have it on me at all times.
Hey, yo, Friday I got you, bro, because I know I be hitting your platforms and shit. You know what I mean? I just want to show some love for you open up the house. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your house. This is a Sim God house, the demon house. I'm gonna show some love to you too, man. I'm gonna support. You feel me?
Bro, it's all
I just
love.
had to
I
pay.
appreciate you also.
You feel me, man? Nah, man, cause I had to pay some bills and shit. You know, I'm on a bounce back, but you know, it is what
Bro,
it is. And thank
bro,
you
my
for
phone
always
bill
letting
was
me on your
just
platform,
$800, bro. Me and my wife,
man. My nigga.
we got over like $12,000 in bills every month. It's low key
My
ridiculous.
nigga, you got so many nigga. You get the high def nigga. Anything that drop with phones and computers and
Oh
this,
yeah,
that, and
I
the
got the
third, my nigga.
S26
Yo, shit
Ultra.
is crazy.
I just got the S26 Ultra, of course. I got that
Look at
bitch.
that. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm about to grab some new shit, bro. You feel me? A new everything, man.
You
But you will
always
see it
grabbing
soon,
some
bro.
shit.
We'll see it soon, man. I'm still poor. I gotta get some money first.
Attorney
That's
is
a fact.
presenting to the court, which a lot of this stuff we already know, but just to go over and to be thorough up on information and belief. And pay attention to up on information and belief. Because when we get to reading this, we're gonna be like, well, how do they know this for a fact? So this is what they believe to be true, and not necessarily everything is all facts. In January of 2026, the Corey Holcomb 5150 show was aired through YouTube and had a wide audience in the United States. The 5150 show was aired on January 13th, 2026. Anton Daniels, the father of plaintiff Leslie Daniels and husband plaintiff Shareta Daniels, appeared on that show. After introductory comments were made by defendant Holcomb and the guests, the two individuals became involved in an intense, heated discussion, and provocative remarks were exchanged. And this is so very interesting. After introductory comments were made by the defendant Holcomb and the guests, the two individuals became involved in an intense, heated discussion. They try to make it seem like Corey Holcomb said something first, and then Anton Daniels said something second, and they became intense, heated discussion, and provocative remarks were exchanged. The following week, January 20th.
Y'all niggas be doing research. That's what happened, bro. They just didn't name their father. That's what happened. Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels got into a very heated discussion where provocative marks were exchanged. On the following week, January 20, 2026, defendant Corey Holcomb aired another 5150 show, and during that show, the defendant twice aired a photograph of plaintiff Leslie Daniels standing immediately in the back of an American flag. This is the thing, right? When it comes to that picture, I try to say this in task chat. That picture is public. It's public information. It's public
Yeah,
information, bro.
but under but under the shield, like yeah, but under what it's called, the privacy, the identity, and as her being, see, they all saying that she's 18. Who really know how old she is? I think she was 17 at the time of the um at the time of that video what Corey Holcomb did. You know what I'm saying? Who really know her rightful age? She still was a minor. A grown ass man still doing that under the guidelines, under the protection of that lawsuit. I think it's going to get fought. You know what I mean? I don't know. It may hold weight. It may hold weight, buzzer. It may hold weight, yo. Then you gotta understand that Michelle Obama was the one who implemented the cyber bullying thing too. That was under Michelle Obama did that. You feel me? I think that
Let
was
me
Michelle
see.
Obama. I can't be wrong.
Look it up.
I
I'm gonna look it
can't be
up. I
wrong.
might be wrong. So let me look it up. Let me see.
I might be
So
wrong. And that
Gemini,
was under Michelle
Anton
Obama.
Daniels is suing Corey Holcomb, and he's saying that Corey Holcomb took a public image, which is on the Detroit Free Press website, of his daughter with an American flag. They're saying in the lawsuit that Corey Holcomb basically used this public image. And before I go forward, is it wrong or is it illegal to use a public image if it's on a website like CNN or Detroit Free Press?
Uh,
Using a public image from a news site like the Detroit Free Press is generally illegal without permission, even if it is accessible to the public. Key legal issues: copyright ownership. The website or the photographer you
So, under those situations, if the picture was
yeah.
owned by CNN or the Free Press, would Anton Daniels have the permission, or would Corey Holcomb have to get permission from the businesses, the entities themselves?
Right.
Corey Holcomb would need permission from CNN or the Detroit Free Press, specifically USA Today Company.
So, in a lawsuit, Anton really wouldn't have any claim over the photo because the photo isn't owned by
No.
him. It was a public image. And we don't really know if Corey Holcomb had permission to use the image or not. We just know Anton Daniels, his wife, and his daughter don't have
Okay.
legal ownership over it. Therefore, the lawsuit is non and void. Is this true?
Not necessarily. While Anton
Mm.
Daniels may not own the copyright to the photo, he and his family can still have a valid claim based on right of publicity or invasion of privacy. Likeness rights. In many states, you don't need to own the photo to sue if someone uses your or your child's image for commercial gain or to harass you. Invasion of privacy. If the image was used to mock or target his minor daughter, a court could find it a violation of privacy, regardless of who took the picture. Defamation/false light. If the context Corey used it in created a false or damaging impression of the family, that provides separate grounds for a lawsuit. So while the copyright claim might belong to the Detroit Free Press, the personal claim belongs to the people in the photo.
Okay.
And then, mind you, Sim God, Demon, mind you, his daughter is in like karate classes and everything. That's through a whole nother um what it's called um whatever organization that is, right? Under the USA Athletic League. I don't know, right? Imagine they took that picture off of there because she's in karate classes. So that's under a whole nother organization. So if Corey took a picture off of there, the karate class, that's got a whole how you say the word?
Legality.
Yeah, that word, whatever. See, I can't say that word. I'm drinking and shit, legalities, whatever the fuck. I'm fucking up words. Then, you know what I'm saying? So he's already caught up in that, you know what I'm saying? Of her images, you know what I'm saying? Her images, her likeness, all of that shit. You feel me?
Oh, absolutely.
fucking intellectual property, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, even y'all YouTubers, be talking about intellectual property, all of that shit, your images, your likeness. You know what I'm saying? Putting me up on a shirt. You know what I'm saying? And you use my products. You know what I'm saying? You made money off of that, and you on a national platform. Shit, Corey get over what? Two, like what? 2K in the chat, maybe more than that in the chat, and you're making money. His super chats and all of that.
Yeah. Let me get back
His
to this
his
video real quick. No, you good, bro. You good. I was letting you know.
Nah, go
Defendant
ahead.
Corey
You
Holcomb
got it.
aired another show. During the show, the defendant twice add a photograph of plaintiff Leslie Daniels standing immediately in the background of an American flag, the one we showed earlier. The defendant Corey Holcomb clearly identified plaintiff Leslie Daniels as the daughter of Anton Daniels. With the photo was shown, host Corey Holcomb made disparaging and highly offensive statements about plaintiff and her father. Defendant Holcomb referred to plaintiff Leslie Daniels on the broadcast as an ugly ass dyke. I don't remember him saying that, but let's go see, because they timestamped it. Let's go see what he said.
Yeah, you be acting tough, so she scared. So bring your bitch in my life. I will go raw in your wife. Right? Once, but motherfucking twice. Drive off without saying nighty night. Your daughter, an ugly ass dyke. I'm saying this shit because I know you don't like it. I'm saying it. You know where I'm at. Come see me, motherfucker, and get your pride back.
He didn't say it with the image of her on there, bro. You fucked. If he had said that shit with her image on there, you will have all claims, bro. You'll be good. But he didn't. He said your daughter, she look like a dyke. Ugly ass dyke. It is what it is, gang. You're gonna have to.
You can say that under what? Free speech?
Yeah. He didn't say
Nah.
Anton Daniels, Leslie specifically. You look like a dyke. He didn't say that, gang. That's disingenuous as fuck, low-key.
Oh, excuse me.
You feel me? Let's keep going.
Fuck that. I want your side hoe. She worth a little bit, but I'm gonna let the people know. She's short as hell. I know her.
So they're really trying to use a freestyle rap in art to say, hey, he's offending my daughter. You know, music, rap is protected under freedom of speech. You know, every time they end the 5150 show, they talk about what happened on that show that night.
At the end of the day, bro, the nigga made a rap. He really wasn't talking to me. I mean, he was talking about your daughter, but you can't prove that he was talking about your daughter. He said your daughter look like a dyke, bro. You gotta eat that shit.
No, because I'm giving you a little bit of pushback because they use rap. They use rap in what's the old boy name that got locked up? In the GS9 case, bro. They always use rap to light these fools up, bro. That's what they doing right now. Shit, what's the other rapper that's locked up? Crash Out. How many years he got? 120 years. Who else they use their raps against dudes that get locked up? Bobby
So
Smurder.
what do you
They
think is
got
gonna
locked
come
up.
after this? You think that like Corey gonna lose? He gonna lose his channel? He gonna lose money? What do you think gonna happen?
Nah, man. I think a petty dude like you will take his channel when it comes to being petty. I'm a petty motherfucker too. I think Anton is kind of petty, but I don't think Anton want his channel to go. I think he just want I just think he just want to silence him though. I think he wants some bread out of him. I don't think Anton like that to take your whole channel away from you, yo. He just don't want you to say nothing. That's what the defamation lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? If he wants your channel though, he'll go for it. I don't know. I ain't no telling. He petty though, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't call it. I just think that he wants some bread and silence Corey. Because Corey got so many lawsuits going on. I just think that he just want you know how you got so many things going on at one time and some people just go insane. You feel me?
I think that Anton gonna end up losing this whole situation.
Hey, he Want a better dollar like Trading Places? You ever watch Trading Places? They better dollar. You remember that? You remember that shit?
I do remember that
I
shit.
I want to bet. I want a better dollar, man. I want a better dollar, man. Like Trading Places, man.
No, we see shit. Let's keep going.
Nah, yo.
Even when him
Give me
and
better
Darlene got
dollar.
into it, he went to go say stuff about Darlene. They still friends. She's still a co-host. But that's pathetic. But they used it because I didn't know he said that. But they used it. This is their what you call it? I guess this is their argument. They said the defendant knew at the time that the statement was made that plaintiff was the lawyer even fucking came right. The defendant knew at the time that the statement.
No, it's not the lawyer can't write, nigga. You can't read, nigga.
God, I can't stand this nigga, dog. I like the way you
I got
read
this
shit.
shit at
I can't even read
1.5,
shit.
bro.
At least you read it. You read this shit good. Like, yo, you've been in this space. You've been dealing with Anton for a minute. The way you break down shit in your receipts, dog, phenomenal. I just can't stand this nigga, yo. I can't stand niggas who want to break down the law. That's why I listen to lead attorney.
Yeah, I'm doing his
Motherfuckers who
video
been there.
too. That video just 3 hours. I ain't got time for that bitch tonight.
Yeah, man. I watched that shit yesterday. I watched some of it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I fuck with that nigga heavy. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Yeah,
the business,
that's a
as far
fact.
as the law shit, he be on his business. I get that nigga
Yeah,
that credit.
that's
That's
a
a
fact.
fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Shout out to
That's a
lead
fact.
attorney, man.
And he don't got no
The
bias.
plaintiff
No, none.
was a minor. I'm gonna tell you this. He didn't know the age of Anton Daniels' daughter. I thought she was in college, personally. A lot of people thought she was in college until it was revealed.
No, nigga.
That's a
I'm
lie.
not the niggas that knew Anton. I've known for years. Nigga, I've known about Anton for years. I didn't think Anton's daughter was in college, you mark ass nigga.
That's a lie.
It's just y'all was talking to niggas who don't know Anton. Cause y'all mark ass niggas. I would have been told you, yeah, Shorty knows she no older than 17, cuz. You feel me? I've been no little Shorty name and everything. Let me tell you why I knew it, because it was in Anton's father obituary. But see, y'all niggas just be on this bitch talking. You thought Anton had a kid in college, you goofy ass nigga?
Man, these niggas don't like kids, man. They don't like kids, man. To be honest, they don't like kids, bro. They don't want to protect
Not like
children, none of that.
They don't like to protecting children like they say they do. I agree.
That's a fact.
They just like shitting on niggas who they don't like, man. Let's keep going, man. Fuck the niggas.
That she was 17 years old. You know why? You know why nobody knew she was a minor? Because nobody actually knew anything about his goddamn daughter, because he don't.
Because he what?
Really mention anything personal about his.
That's not true. It's just you haven't been around, bro. You so new still. You just went viral a few years ago, and you just now getting some type of name for yourself. And I'm proud of you. Right? But nevertheless, everyone know about Anton's daughter. If you was around my camp back in those days, we know about all the Anton family. Every single Anton family is new to y'all niggas because of the What Up Though podcast. They not new to me. I always knew that they was hoes. I always knew that I can go at they brother and they would do little to nothing about it because they had animosity against their brother. They mother and they father, God rest his soul, Thaddeus. They never taught Anton and his brothers the importance of just having your family back at all cost, whether you right or you wrong. With them, everything comes with a paycheck. Everything comes with notoriety. It doesn't come with love. It doesn't come with blood. Those things, they were not taught.
Daughter. And Corey Holcomb wasn't going to be the person to go see that his daughter is a minor. So when I say they believe these things, you know what I'm saying? to be what the offended is saying. This is not actual a factual thing they saying Corey Holcomb actually knew. This is the verbiage within this legal jargon shit that it just looks shiesty. But this is how they have to present it. The defendant knew at the time. This is what they believe. They're not saying this is actually to be true, which I don't like. I don't like the jargon within these goddamn I guess law. I don't.
What?
Defendant knew at the time. This is what they believe. They're not saying this is actually to be true, which I don't like. I don't like the jargon within these goddamn I guess law. I don't know what to call this shit. I don't like it. I don't.
You're reading a legal statement. You're reading if you don't know what you're reading right now, sir, you're like, I don't know what the fuck. You're reading a legal document between the plaintiff and the defendant, sir. Drafted by an attorney, sir. If you actually read it, it actually said who prepared it, etc., sir. But you were just quick as hell to say, I got the fucking thing, didn't even read it. Typical niggas. Typical bandits.
Niggas,
of the highest
niggas want to be lawyers now. Hood niggas want to be lawyers.
Skip law school, child.
Hood niggas want to be, you know what I'm saying? Plaintiffs and goddamn thing, man. What the fuck going on, man? What's going on in this space, dog? What's going on in this space, dog? Niggas want to be defensive attorneys in this bitch.
See, right?
Man, this shit is crazy, man. Motherfuckers want to be defensive attorneys in this bitch now. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Everybody is, bro. Everybody got something going on. Shit crazy, man.
I don't like it. I wanted to be straightforward and understanding, but how they present this is going to be presented to a juror because this is still pending, right? So the defendant knew at the time she was a minor. I don't believe he knew she was a minor. You feel me? Because
they got to prove that he knew. And they're not going to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that he knew that Anton's daughter was a minor. That shit is all but dead, my nigga. Good luck. Anyway, let's keep going.
If you think about it, when you found out she was 17, well, so now this is what they're saying. The statement was made intentionally to disparage and demean the plaintiff. The defendant expected at the time that he would profit monetarily by ridiculing Leslie Daniels and subjecting her to scorn since his podcast has promotion for products that bring in substantial income. So basically, Anton Daniels and his wife believe this was a money play for Corey Holcomb because he's quote unquote broke, by the words of Anton Daniels, right? So they believe Corey Holcomb used their daughter as a money grab and a come up. That's interesting. That is interesting. So I guess Anton Daniels didn't use Corey Holcomb as a money grab and to come up when he came to his platform. So on the next show.
This is a bogus lawsuit. Y'all need covering it because it's going to get y'all some type of views. People have come to literally hate Anton so much that they will listen to any and everybody who come to that nigga channel. Sorry, anybody who's talking about that nigga channel. That's why, bro, listen. It's hard for me to even be on this bitch and talking about this shit sometimes because I see so much fuckery, bro. It's low-key insane. It's literally insane. If you're gonna break down the lawsuit, that's why I'm doing y'all reactions first to see who are breaking down the lawsuit and who not. And I ain't got no smoke for y'all. I'm just saying, man. You know, I wouldn't want somebody to come to me and saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna break down a lawsuit about you," but don't break down this really specific shit. Shit's real goofy, bro.
But we got Anton.
Oh, go ahead.
Anton. Yeah, nah, all I'm saying is you got niggas who breaking. I'm not saying you or nothing. I'm just saying these niggas in these spaces, right? These niggas in these spaces who want to break down Anton lawsuit. But these niggas been to court too. Some of these niggas got some fucked up charges too. And all Anton doing is protecting his family, his daughter, his wife. But these niggas been to court and had drug cases, dope cases, you know what I'm saying? Misdemeanor cases, violating property, you know what I'm saying? SA cases. Some of these niggas who want to be so hype on Anton, some of these niggas got SA cases, dog. My dog. And want to hold Anton to the motherfucking fire. But these niggas won't show their cases, though. You feel me? These niggas got some trumped up charges. How the fuck can they hold Anton to the motherfucking fire and these niggas ain't shit?
I agree. That's a good point. Fuck it, let's keep going.
So, January 27, 2026, defendant Corey Holcomb exhibited for his audience a t-shirt which depicted Leslie Daniels as an ape and depicted his wife as an ape. Let's go back to it, right? And this is why I say it's wishy-washy, because all these things were done in effect to get at Anton Daniels and not exactly to attack his daughters and kids. Now, if you believe this is your daughter and that's your wife, if you believe there's any resemblance of this being your daughter or your wife, you got another thing coming, because you was depicted as a zookeeper, overweight, pudgy. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't on a lawsuit?
Nigga didn't make no actual valid points, bro. Let me say this. I don't think the shirt is going to actually hold up in court because the shirt has been distorted. The images have been distorted. That can be any fat man with his wife and daughter. We cannot say beyond reasonable doubt, right, that if you put that picture up, the people who don't know about, you got background noise, kills.
Oh, my bad.
You can't say without beyond reasonable doubt if somebody saw this picture and they didn't know anything about Anton and Rita, they would say, "Oh yeah, this is Anton and Rita." Like this specific, no, it's not gonna fly, bro. Now, is it bullying? Is it cyberbullying? Is it harassment? That's a whole different conversation. Do I believe is that? Absolutely. I give y'all that. Do I think he was bullying her on purpose to get to her father? There's no way around that.
You feel me? Why aren't you taking the initiative with your family? Because that looked more like a depiction of you than these apes looking like your wife and child. But we get it. He said this is dedicated to you. They don't give any quotes about what he said, right? I'm gonna show y'all the video, but let's read this real quick. On the next show, January 2026, he showed the shirt. Defendant Corey Holcomb explained the viewers of his podcast could purchase the t-shirt. He alleged that all the money received from viewers would be donated to a family of a woman shot in Detroit by ICE agents. To date, no accounting of the funds.
Renee Nicole Good was not shot in Detroit by ICE agents. She was shot in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't even know why y'all would allow that to be in the lawsuit, Anton. Fucking dumbasses.
For this t-shirt has been rendered by defendant Corey Holcomb. Upon information and belief, all proceeds from the t-shirt have remained with defendant. How in the fuck will Anton Daniels or his lawyers know if any of this money is still in his account, if he has even made money off these t-shirts? This is why I say, how the fuck you gonna say this is to be true when you don't even have the access to know if this shit is true? Whoever they got as a lawyer is some rinky-dink nigga or woman that just is just happy to take a case.
Now we finally agree on something, House Hypocrites. That I do agree. Whoever Anton got as a lawyer, the fact that you said Renee Nicole Good died in Detroit, Michigan is crazy. This shit, I'm damn near thinking this is some chat GPT shit. And Anton, you might have to go check your lawyer about this shit. This shit is highly embarrassing. I'm talking about wildly embarrassing, bro. And it's some hoe shit overall, but let's keep going.
of a high profile individual like Corey Holcomb. Because why would you even put that to date, no accounting of the funds? You haven't subpoenaed his bank accounts up on information and belief. This is the bullshit they use. Up on information. Who information did you get this from that no funds have went towards this particular family? All proceeds for the t-shirt haven't remained with the defendant. How would you know that? But let's go to see.
Yeah, how would you know, Anton? That's a good point, House. How would you know that all the proceeds did not go to Renee Nicole Good, but instead went to Corey Holcomb? How would you know that? They about to throw this shit out.
What he said when he did the t-shirt thing, because they didn't make any quotes about that, right? They quoted everything else, but why didn't they quote what he said when he had the when he put up the t-shirt? You know what I'm saying?
You not me, but this is dedicated to dude. We got a shirt that will be up for sale. Hit it. This is dedicated to you, Lane.
Oh, that's cold.
This is dedicated to you, Lane. If you want me to, call me again. I'll send you one. Motherfuckers out here thinking they can control how war go. You playing with me, I'm gonna play with you.
Oh yeah, now we looking at this, right? We looking at he didn't say this is your wife and your daughter. He didn't say this is you. He said this is dedicated specifically to you. This is why.
But the depiction is still his wife and kids, to Kill's point. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you gotta understand this, bro. I don't really have no morals when it comes to war. So I don't really feel bad for Anton's family. The same way, and I always go back to it, Anton never felt bad for my family. The people who have felt, the people who actually took my daughter's side and, my side, I still got mad love for them to this day. But the ones who didn't, it's going to be fuck them to the day I die. At the end of the day, Anton is on that list. Anton went around from my lens trying to be a bully. And then when his family was brought into it, he went to the fucking, to the federal agents, as these type of niggas always do. It's smart to some people. It's cowardly to some people. All of that shit depends on perspective. But I'll say this. I fear that Anton's daughter is going to be put on the stand and people making jokes like, Anton about to bleed Corey dry. Corey broke his heel. You know what I'm saying? Breezy was saying that Anton gonna take Corey channel. I said, look, dog. At the end of the day, I don't think Anton gonna do shit. I don't think Corey gonna lose shit. You feel me? Anton basically swinging right now. This like the last swing before you get knocked the fuck out. That's what this is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, a month from now, a few months, they will say, oh yeah, this is some fucked up shit. Corey, take him off YouTube. Anton to get a little body, you feel me? And he'd be able to say, I took down Corey Holcomb. But I don't think it's going to look like that. I think what's going to happen is they're going to bring his daughter to the stand. And I think when they bring her to the stand, despite how prepared Anton believes he is getting her, she's not going to be prepared. And I've seen grown men break in those situations, because when you hit with that perjury and they remind you that if you lie under oath, you facing federal time, that's when shit start to really, it starts to become a different conversation for some folks. And I don't think she ready for that. That's my opinion. I don't think Rita ready for that. But I really wouldn't want to put a 18-year-old girl on the stand for some shit that her father got her into. That's some shit that Anton supposed to be standing on 10 toes down, period.
They didn't see. This is why they didn't quote anything that he said about this particular t-shirt, because he didn't say anything. He didn't say this is your wife and your daughter. Now, when it comes to inferring something you can infer anything. The two monkeys on there could have been Anton Daniels side bitches. You feel me? So he can infer anything, but he said this is dedicated to you and didn't say anything after that. But Anton Daniels, his wife and daughter took ownership of it. You can't put no picture up of me that ain't me as an 8, and I take ownership and saying, he calling me an 8. If it don't apply, let it fly. Now, Anton could have said, okay, that's a depiction of me. You know what I'm saying? That's a derogatory depiction of me because it kind of looked like him. But we all know it's about, you know what I'm saying, the daughter and the kid. But can you prove that without him saying this is your wife and this is your daughter? They monkeys. Now, throughout this, it's interesting that the lawyer or the
No, House Hypocrites. He is not going to be able to prove it beyond reasonable doubt. That's why all the little people run around saying, well, Anton got one. No, he don't. What Anton has is an opportunity for his text messages, his daughter text messages, his wife text messages, and other personal information to be put out in court. And Anton, be wary, because just like we got this document with your wife information, with your daughter information, don't think that when all of this shit is wrapped up, that information will not somehow get to us as well. Because trust me, it will. I've been taking it super easy. I actually been enjoying watching Taz go off because at least I'm watching somebody with some fucking knowledge and brains. You know, House of Hypocrites, I have no problem with him. I thought that we was cool. But then he betrayed me only because I had an opinion. And now we're here. And every time I'm watching everybody videos about this. I hate watching Freezy's because he's even worse than fucking House. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go through all of them and then eventually in a very eloquent pre-recording, because I don't get super chats or cash apps. I'm really only doing this, like I said, until I get to until 10 o'clock, 10:30, and I'm gonna get up, take a shower, and get the fuck on, go to Chicago. But for the most part, bro, I don't think y'all got shit on Anton. I think that y'all have allowed Anton to grow so big that none of y'all can really stop him. It will take y'all collectively working together like the Avengers, and niggas can't work together. Even the niggas who don't like Anton got problems with each other. Niggas ain't gonna be able to work together. Breezy can't bring him down. The only person that might be able to do it is Taz and Nyla. That's really the only people I got hope in that's trying to do anything about Anton. And I don't even think Taz want to take Anton's channel down and all the rest of that shit. He just want to expose the nigga for being a whole ass nigga. That's my opinion. We're talking about black women, etc., etc. I don't think he really want to take bro channel. I don't think that he that type of nigga.
Attorney for the Daniels are trying to push this victim mentality of a black man being racist and using racist trope. It's gonna be throughout this entire lawsuit or complaint of a lawsuit. They're going hard with the racism, the victim mentality. So they believe he made money off these t-shirts. Probably did. You know what I'm saying? So the defendant Corey Holcomb on podcast on the 20th, this week, falsely stated that plaintiff Leslie Daniels was a dyke. This is disparaging, homophobic, and misogynistic slur for a lesbian, particularly one who is masculine or butch. Now, the first cause of action is the defamation per se. Is what the first thing that they're suing for. When they do lawsuits, they're gonna compile a lot of complaints together, trying to see which one stick. But this verbiage is made for the courts, but it's also made for the jurors to have some type of sympathy and you know what I'm saying? And it's trying to sway the jurors when they start to read these complaints.
Or they're just simply making their argument about how they feel, bro, and what happened to them. Because let's be real, they was victimized. Whether I like Anton or not, talking about his wife, talking about his daughter. And I did say his wife was unattractive, but that's my opinion. I wasn't on here saying, you know, his daughter looked a certain type of way too. Because when we was beefing, she was even younger. She was like in middle school. It would have been completely inappropriate for me to come out here talking about her looks and shit, like Lakeisha, fat ass. Like
Like
Lakeisha,
Leslie Jones. Oh, this is
yeah,
big to say
bro.
that,
Like
bro. That's
I
big
was
of you.
rocking
That's
with
big
Shorty
of you, fam.
content. Like
That's
even though
big
she
of
was
you.
fucking with Freezy, I was like, you know what? She going at that nigga Anton. I like it. Fuck it. But then she was like, his daughter this, his daughter that. Cause Shorty in middle school, Shorty in high school, and you and this bitch, a grown ass woman in Milwaukee, talking crazy about her like that. That shit completely inappropriate. Cause that's when I had to that's what, like that video specifically, bro. I was like, damn, is that what I used to sound like talking about niggas' kids? Let me get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit is getting too much, bro.
Thank you for saying that, man. That's big of you, bro. That's big of you. I'm gonna drink to that, man. Damn, bro. I'm glad you say that, bro. I'm gonna drink to that, bro. That's all
Bro, I
I've
put
been
on
saying,
everything.
bro. That's big of you.
I'm
I
seeing
respect
niggas
that,
like
bro.
Freezy make excuses for it. I'm seeing niggas still fuck with Shorty. And the thing is, Kills, I know if I had said that shit about Anton daughter, well, them niggas would be on my ass, bro.
That's big of you. You know what I'm saying? And Sharon talked about that beef shit too, though. And hold on. At the end of the day, you did commentary on that too. So that's big of you again. So if nobody don't want to give you props, I'm gonna give you props for that too. You talked about that too, bro. I think you did.
Yeah.
That's big of you,
You know,
man.
I'm not really interested in hearing niggas' opinions about what a 17-year-old girl look like. That's some foul shit, cuz.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pay attention to that. I mean, it is what it is. When you file a lawsuit and a complaint, you trying to do everything you can, so you can win your particular case. But he jokingly or within a rap song freestyle called his daughter a dyke. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't say it by name. He said your daughter. So you can take it how you want. The false statement was made by defendants intentionally to demean plaintiff and subject her to ridicule. Right. This is another when I say the verbiage. Defendants knew the statement was false at the time. They know they know his attorneys know that the jurors will be reading this. So now when you word this as the defendants knew, they talking about the 5150 show, knew the statement was false at the time that it was made, or in the alternative, defendants failed to use reasonable care to determine either the truth or the falsity of the statement, yet made them anyway without regard to their truthfulness. This is some hoe ass shit. Because when you rapping, you freestyling, you got a beat on. This is going to fall under the lines of insults. If you call somebody gay, you can't necessarily go sue them for that unless you try to position documents.
People have sued people for calling people gay, bro. That's why it's a such thing as homophobia. People have won. It's a look. Listen, Corey could lose this case. Corey could win this case, bro. It could go either way. I'm just letting y'all know that niggas like this nigga, these are not the ones to listen to, bro. They don't even know what the fuck they talking about. He reading this shit without even going to detail about every single allegation that's being made. We know it's some hoe shit, bro. Anton's a hoe. That's what Anton do. He do hoe shit. You feel me? That's just what it is, bro. Anton do hoe shit.
Didn't Cardi B sued Tasha K for some shit?
For saying that she had a disease that she didn't have and shit.
Nigga could be sued for anything, bro. What is he talking about, bro?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
defamation of character. That's defamation of character, right? Some shit like that, right? If you're saying I'm
Bro.
gay and I'm not gay, that's defamation of character, bro. You gotta prove that. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
No, I agree with you, bro. You can sue somebody over everything, especially when it's a kid involved, my nigga. Like, y'all niggas done played yourself, nigga. Fuck is you doing? Even talking about the nigga daughter like that, like, you automatically played yourself, nigga. Like, if nobody else have told you, trust me. I'm telling you now, nigga. I watched y'all niggas play yourself back to back to back. Especially Lakeisha. I don't know how y'all niggas even let all that hoe ass shit she was doing slide. Talking about the nigga daughter ugly and all that whole shit. Y'all was supposed to be checking that shit right then, right there. The same way that was me saying that shit, y'all niggas being y'all feelings, acting like hoes. Let's go.
Or you know what I'm saying,
You-
conversations, and you're trying to slander that person with that defamation continuously. But it's still, just because he called your daughter a dyke or ugly, I wonder why they didn't use because it's an insult. Calling her a dyke is an insult. You can't prove can we prove today that Anton Daniels' daughter is not a dyke? Is not a lesbian. If we looked at this picture, and we just looked at this, you know what I'm saying? Could we prove that she is not a lesbian or a dyke? Can we prove that she's a heterosexual young woman at this time? Because I think she's 18 now. Can we prove that? I'm not no goddamn lawyer. You feel me? I'm just trying to use a little bit of common sense. We can't prove that she.
At the end of the day, bro, he had no business calling a little girl a lesbian or a dyke anyway, and talking about a young girl's sexuality. Let's call it what it is, bro. It was hoe ass shit.
Facts. But hold on though, real quick. Do you think that, like, if Anton win, right? Do you think that's gonna set like how you say it? Do you think that's gonna set a precedence for certain people not to bring kids involved when you have a beef? If he win and he take this to the highest court of the land, which is Supreme Court, if he get on this petty shit and take this shit to the highest court of the land, you know what I'm saying? And make it to law that people can't talk about people kids. Set it for a standard within the space. You know what I'm saying? If he win this shit, really would it shake the core
I
of
think
this
it's gonna
space.
set a precedent for how people start talking online.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think that it should set a precedence? Like me personally, right? I think people should stick on their target. Like, okay, say if me and you gotta be, which it will never happen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I wanna be a back and forth between me and you. If we roasting, no family, no kids, none of that. Because if I say something about yours, you can sue me. My nigga, you just had a newborn baby, bro. So what if I just go with, you know what I'm saying? Not that I'll never do that. You know what I mean? But you should be able to sue me. Not no street shit, because this ain't about no street shit no more. This is about, you know what I'm saying? People, content creators setting the precedent of what not to be said on the internet. You know what I mean? It's not about street, because Anton is not street. How many times Corey said, oh, it's all about the street shit? It's not about street no more, bro. This is a business. It's nothing personal. It's all business, bro. Michael Corleone said that shit. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I actually couldn't agree more.
I want to get paid, bro. I want to get paid. Who want to work a 9 to 5 all day the rest of their life? If you say something about my kid or I say something about your kid, I want to sue, bro. I want to get paid so I can retire. Who wanna clock in and clock out on the damn job all the days of their life? Not everybody getting paid for YouTube. The fuck? Nigga, I wanna sue you for the most money I can, nigga. You got Jasmine, you got what the fuck her name? She gotta go for me right now. Goddamn. Um what's her name is? The fucking lady who always talking about conspiracy theories and shit. What the fuck her fucking crazy ass name?
I won't even know, Brody. Fuck it, let's keep
Whatever,
going, man.
man.
Isn't
Yeah,
a heterosexual.
about it.
Her parents can think she's a heterosexual, but she could be gay. She could be a lesbian, but telling her parents, you know what I'm saying, that she's a heterosexual. So we can't prove what her sexuality is. We can't prove nobody. Anton Daniels has been with his wife for 20 years. Everybody be calling him gay. Can we prove that he's not gay because he got a wife? That ain't gonna stand on nothing. So this is the Spanish homophobic, misogynistic slur for lesbian, particularly one of who's masculine or butch. They are calling the daughter masculine and butch. Plaintiff Leslie Daniels is a heterosexual, is not a lesbian. How can they prove that to us? I'm a straight man. How can I prove to y'all that I'm a straight man? I cannot. I cannot. I can say I'm straight, and somebody else will say you gay. Now, what do I do as a straight man to go prove that I'm a heterosexual man? I go fuck a bitch on camera. You feel me? So it's just like, all right, we can't prove that she is or not. But I believe.
You think that that's how the courts would get her to prove shit? Oh my fucking god!
I don't know, man. That's your homie.
This is who niggas listen to these days, man.
That's a fact.
This is what they call it, hood journalism.
Yeah. I totally agree with you.
You can't make this shit up, bro. You know what? Let's just keep going. It's crazy.
Believe her words though, and I would want y'all to believe me. You feel me? If y'all don't give a fuck, but I'm just saying, like, she was 17, I guess, at the time, and saying she's a lesbian is just like, that could be like, it could be a defamatory, but it's gonna fall under insults. Defendants knew that the statement false was made. Okay, we read that. So plaintiff is entitled to recover compensatory damages. They want some money, but I thought Corey Holcomb was broke, so they trying to hit it where it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Anton Daniels said he got his money straight and he ready for war.
Pac said, "Don't go to war unless you got your money right." I got my money right, and now I'm ready for war.
You ain't ready for war.
See, this nigga still doing content, bro. He not really breaking this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to, these niggas trying to milk Anton out of every single coin they can get off this nigga name, bro. I ain't never seen shit like this.
Watch the lead attorney though. You know what he said? He said the one who getting the bread, say what you like about him. He said O'Shea is getting that bread though. Like every 30
O'Shea
days.
doing the most talking about that nigga, bro.
Yeah, he getting like what? 100 and something K every 30 days or some shit every month. Some shit.
Bro, he dropping like 50 videos about this nigga Anton.
Yeah. Cause you know he lost that bag when he got kicked out of Africa. I don't know if you heard about that. So you know he gotta drop them videos.
Yeah, I don't be on this bitch like I used to. I be on some chill shit, bro.
I
don't know nothing about that nigga and what that nigga got going on. You feel me?
Man, lead attorney broke it down, bro. Lead attorney broke that nigga. Yo, lead attorney. Say what you want to say about lead attorney, man. That nigga pocket watch it, man. He broke that shit down, dog. Listen to that nigga say. That nigga broke that bag down, man. He said the one that's winning out of all this shit is fucking O'Shea, dog. Second is goddamn Anton, you know what I'm saying? He making his coins, you know what I'm saying? And then he shot out Freezy and shit and everybody else, whatever the case. He said the one that lost in this war was Mika, whatever her name is.
Right.
It says she lost in this war. Because the interview she had with old boy.
I gotta watch bro whole video. I ain't see all the bro shit.
Yeah, I watched some of it. Shit crazy.
I gotta tap in. Let me wrap this shit up.
You putting your family in this line of fire. You know what I'm saying? And the women and children. Plaintiff maintains the defendants knew the statements were false and acted with conscious disregard of a child's rights. This is where you can play on that minor. She was 17 at the time. She's a minor. Now she's 18, right? So they keep saying he knew. He ain't know a goddamn thing. You feel me? How can you prove that he knew she was a child, or how can you prove that he knew that she wasn't a lesbian? This is a weak argument. The statements were made with oppression and malice in an effort to disparage plaintiff. We are still talking about when Corey Holcomb was rapping, saying his daughter a dyke. I wonder why they didn't put in she gonna be buying pussy like you, right? Because maybe that was a figure of speech.
I wish House of Hypocrites would just be more of a real nigga, bro. I wish he'd be more of a real nigga. I don't think that this is anything. There's nothing here, bro. Anton's gonna lose the case. And when he loses the case, Corey Holcomb is gonna go on a fucking rampage. That's what's actually gonna happen. But let me get out of here, man. I'm gonna take me a shower, bro. Tap in and see what's popping with that nigga Wish Doctor. Kills, I'm gonna let you go last, bro. Give your final thoughts, B. All right, we out of here.